Things may change of how we react to it, how we treat it, how we deal with it, but this is never going away. Some big chachamim in the world say it's simply, this is the new reality. This is a new reality. So that means that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is setting up the world in a certain way where some of us have easy choices to make, some of us have harder choices to make, but needless to say, every one of us has to make choices. And we have to make it quick. You can't waste any more time. There's no more time to be in the middle ground anymore. There's no more time to be a little bit secular, a little bit religious. Why? Because if you're not at that point, right now where Kadosh Baruch Hu is pressing you to the point where you have no money in the bank, you have no idea how you're going to eat, you're not at that stage. You're okay. You're okay. You're still working maybe, or you still have some money in the bank. You're still okay. And you're not taking advantage of that opportunity to get closer to Hashem. You're missing an opportunity of a lifetime you're never going to have again. If you're already at that stage where you're being pressed, guess what? HaKadosh Baruch Hu expects more for you too. Everyone is expected to do more. Everyone. Everyone has problems. Everyone has to deal with this thing in different ways. But the ones that are here and in different places around the world that still have the luxury and freedom that they had before, we, and I'm talking to myself more than you guys, better start pushing ourselves. Whatever you think that you're doing, apparently it's not enough. It's not. It's not enough. Whatever you're learning, it's not enough. Whatever mitzvot you're doing is not enough. Why? If it was enough, the world would be different. Yeah, me by myself? Yeah, you by yourself. You by yourself. Kadosh Baruch Hu is not happy with the situation today. People that are telling, no, everything's going to be okay, emunah, emunah, emunah. Okay, emunah, buddy. Okay. I'm not afraid of this nonsense of corona, of the mask. I think the whole thing is ridiculous. But the effects on the world are very much real. The atmosphere is very much real. The wrath is very much there. It's there. Anyone that has eyes sees it. Sees the world will never be the same again. How much more time we have, I have no idea. It could be a year, a month, 100. I have no idea. No idea. I'm not God, nor do I have any connection. All I know is, you can see, you can smell the smoke. You can see what's going on in the world. You see that not enough people changed. Not enough people did TeShuva. Not enough people have changed their life. A lot have. It's good, but not enough. How do I know? It's still going. And it's getting worse. So, you see that the request from HaKadosh Baruch Hu is increasing. He's upping the ante. Which means we have to do our part. Each person, it's not enough for you to just do what you were doing until now. You have to do more. And like we said earlier, it's not enough for you to just be religious privately. You have to be religious publicly. You have to be proud that you're a Jew. You have to be proud that you're religious. You have to be proud of all the mitzvot that you're doing. Proud. Why? That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu requested from us before He allowed us to leave Egypt. Where He told Moshe Rabbeinu, unless they're going to make this sacrifice, this major Kiddush Hashem of taking these false gods, these goats, and tying them to the beds, let them scream for a few days, let the Egyptians see it and hear it, and slaughter them right in front of their eyes, publicizing their belief in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, publicizing their emunah in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that we are going to stay with Hashem, we're not afraid of you. Publicizing their religiosity, publicizing their bitachon in Hashem, being happy about it. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, unless they do it, they will never leave Egypt. And He swore on His name. I didn't hear any prophecy. of Hashem telling me, get people to tie some goats. But I don't need to. You see, you have a Rambam, you have a Gemarot, you have experience from Moshe Rabbeinu, you have a Torah Kedusha. You don't need to hear the prophecy to know what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants. Right now, most of us not only are not doing enough, many of us are ashamed of what we're doing, are embarrassed of what we're doing. How do we know? We don't preach it. We don't go out there and say, you should be Jewish, to the non-Jew. You should be religious, to the secular guy. You should do TeShuva, to somebody that looks religious more or less, but doesn't act like it. We don't go screaming, saying to people, Hashem hu Elokim, Hashem hu Elokim. We don't do it. Why? We're like, oh, I'm going to do my thing. He's going to do his thing. But what about if he looks at you doing your thing? Oh, no. He's not going to see me do it. Oh, what are you doing Friday night? No, I'm with my family. You want to come to the movies? No, I'm with my family. One another time. Why don't you tell him? No, I can't go to the movies. Because a Jew doesn't go to the movies. Needless to say, a Jew doesn't go to the movies on Shabbat. Why don't you tell him that? Why don't you give him that answer? Because you don't want him to know that you keep Shabbat. Because you're embarrassed a little bit. Because you want him to think that you're like a half a goy. That's the problem. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, I don't want these mitzvot that we're doing embarrassed, where we still want to live a half a Jew life. Hashem says, I don't want those. So I'm going to make those mitzvot not possible. Meaning, if you're fulfilling a mitzvah today, it's because you want it. Because you're making sacrifices for it. That's going to make you not only fulfill the mitzvah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants, but also enjoy the mitzvah. Because why would you invest into it and make sacrifices for it if you're not liking it? You see, Rabotai, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is trying to help us, using the tools that He has. The infinite amount of tools. Now, those tools may not sit well with our stupid mind. Because we think, maybe He should just cure everything and make everything dandy and then we'll do tshuva after we see a miracle. That's our stupidity talking. We think that we would do tshuva if everything turned out okay. Guess what? Everything used to be okay a day before it wasn't. And we didn't do tshuva. So it didn't work. And everything hasn't been okay for a while now. And we still haven't done tshuva. So, obviously, HaKadosh Baruch Hu has to continue this nightmare until we change. Stop being pretenders. Stop being people that we think that we're doing Him a favor. Because, according to the Rambam, according to the Admor that was living inside Gehenom, in this world, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is preparing the world for a time like no other. And this is the time we have to take advantage of. When it says, V'samachta b'chagecha, for Sukkot, that means that even after you've learned whatever knowledge you've learned today, that may not sit well with your good mood, you have to be happy. How? You now are privy to information the vast majority of the population is denying. You now have information that can help you. What you do with it is up to you. But you have information today that can help you change, improve, get better, and as a result, improve the world around you. Be'ezrat Hashem, we use this Chag, we use this holiday as another stepping stone to where we need to be, but this time we should do it different. When you do a mitzvah, go all out. Do kiddush, pretend like you're talking to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, not your wife. When you do the Tilat Yadayim, pretend like Hashem is watching. And He's counting. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. When you cut the bread, pretend it's the manna. When you eat the meal, pretend like this is the best food in the world. When you're doing the mitzvot, invest as much as you possibly can in them. Because if you do that, that's a mitzvah that's welcomed by Kadosh Baruch Hu. Now, the next time you have an opportunity to learn, which maybe is later tonight or tomorrow, pretend like you want to. And not like you just have to. Because if you pretend for long enough, you'll actually want it. You'll actually want it. And eventually, you'll learn enough to remove all the klipa that's on your soul that's causing you to hate the Torah, causing you to not want it, causing you to just want quick answers and not toil to find the answer, causing you to disagree with the sages and not just accept what they said because you're a donkey next to them, causing you to simply say, yes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, thank you, to good and bad. Start doing that. Start taking advantage of all of that. And then if you really want to make Kadosh Baruch Hu happy, do it proudly. So proud, you become contagious. That everyone around you also wants to do it. Everyone around you also wants to be religious. Everyone now around you knows that you believe in Hashem. You do that, not only will you be happy on this Chag, but you'll make Kadosh Baruch Hu happy. Avodat HaShem, we succeed in becoming happy and bringing happiness to HaKadosh Baruch Hu like no other, simply by doing His mitzvot like He would want us to do, with complete mesirut nefesh, complete satisfaction, and complete desire to do them from beginning to end. Enjoy your Chag. Have a wonderful time with your family. B'ezrat Hashem, we'll see each other soon.